Facebook family, friends and associates, this is your EQ Master Coach, James Kwesi Addison. I'm coming your way this time around not to speak about emotional intelligence, but to share something that I have observed and it has dawned on me to share with my people. It's something that is becoming very critical. Somebody will ask, what then is Mr. Addison coming to speak to us about? It's going to be very brief and short. Now, I've observed a particular trend, and that trend is that we are not taking our private sector seriously. I'm talking about staff and stakeholders of private sectors in Ghana. Now, the reason is that we are found enjoying and we prefer to work in the civil service, immigration. For example, when you ask any student now, after graduation, where do you want to work? Everybody, I'm not lying, you watching me, you know what you even suggest to them. Immigration, fire service, national petroleum. People will be mentioning the government institutions. Now, it is good for us to yearn for these places, but what is the purpose? What is the rationale behind our preference to work in these places? The rationale is that we think and we believe, and it's to some extent true, that we can just go there, relax, do nothing specifically, but we'll continue to earn our salaries. And because of that, we enjoy going there. But watch out, very soon, something is coming. I'm not a prophet of doom, but I've observed something that very soon, these places will be handed over to other nationals to manage, will be handed over to other individuals to manage. If that is the case, we may not have that luxury, an opportunity to lazy around. And when we also do that, and we destroy the private sector with our laziness, the private sector with the bad habits, bad beliefs, negative habits, negative beliefs, then we have a problem for our next generation. So my advice is that if you are a Ghanaian, wherever you are watching me from, make sure that if you find yourself in the private sector, for instance, for the whole of last month and this month, I've been running a series of trainings for Star Assurance Ghana. Now, the private sector is the way to go. If our next generation will have places of employment, will have something to rely on, will have places to work, then we, the current generation, must pay proper attention to what we do when we find ourselves in private sectors. We go there with all sorts of mentality. We don't want to work hard, unnecessary quarrel. We don't want to be obedient. We don't want to do the right things. We want to lazy around, but still looking for salary increment and promotion. Where is that going to come from? It is hard time. We work hard, dedication, loyalty, commitment, so that productivity and bottom line of this private sector will be expanded. It will be a joy, for instance, that Ghanaians who find themselves in, for instance, Star Assurance, who work very hard, dedicated and commitment to the core values of the company, so that there could be an expansion, that one day we'll find ourselves, or who will hear or notice that we have found, how do you call it, a Star Assurance in Ivory Coast, like Côte d'Ivoire. Star Assurance in what? In Dubai, it is possible. It is possible. Some countries have made it, and they have expansion. Remember, when these countries come to our country, Ghana, for instance, with some of these companies, most of the time the CEO is from that country. So if even they are going to employ only one person from that country, an employment has been created for that country. I will leave you here, but I will definitely come back on this issue. This is an issue I want every parent to start telling their children that Ghana is yours. Nobody will come from anywhere and develop this country for us. It's hard time. We pay attention, working hard in the individual companies we find ourselves, and not to do anything that will bring those companies down. This is what I have to share with you today. Thank you very much for making time with me. Once again, this is your humble servant, the Master EQ Coach James Kwesi Addison, reaching you from Ghana. Thank you. God bless us all.